Hello and welcome to this week's vlog. It is Saturday morning. I've taken the decision this morning to postpone today's art class because it's been really stormy overnight and it's really still quite windy, and there have been snow forecast, although it hasn't really come to much here. Chatting with Tracy at the Emporium, seeing what it's like at their end. There are trees down and things, so we've kind of taken the decision to postpone today because there have been weather warnings and people are being advised not to travel. You kind of look out the window and think, oh, it doesn't look too bad, but then kind of once you get out there, you don't know what it's going to be like. And then, as Tracy pointed out, coming back at 1 o'clock, you never know what it's going to be like. So yeah, so she was doing the landscape session over 2 sessions, so I've offered for her to either do the whole thing next week or to do 2 hours next week, and then I've got a card making class the week after, so she can maybe do the rest of hers then. Today I have a free day. I am snuggled in a really warm jumper, because even though I don't think it's that cold out there, but obviously the wind whistling through the cracks in the windows, it's just makes you feel chilly, even though it's a 10-year-old house and it should be fairly airtight. It's not. So I've got my cup of tea, I've got a cookie, I have already put my Google My Business, the photography one, I realised was still up. So I have made that permanently closed, although I'm tempted just to delete it. I hate kind of getting rid of, I've got some lovely reviews and things on there, I might take a screenshot. I hate getting rid of things like that, but it's no longer running. So what is the point of having that on? I wish you could archive it rather than delete it. I might look to doing that. But I have set up a new Google My Business for the art business, so that then when I'm verified on that, people can find me via Google or more easily via Google. And hopefully they should be able to leave some reviews on there as well, because that's what I need to get on to doing, asking for reviews on Facebook and on Google My Business. So yeah, I might do a little bit of work. Well, I have done a bit of work today, but mainly I might just have a day off and do a bit of painting. The only drawback with not going to the Emporium today was that she still hasn't got any Christmas cards up there. So we're going to have to wait till... Oh no, she has. I'm sorry. I just haven't done a stock check. That's it. Okay. Right, as you were. Anyway, I will update you with stuff that I've been getting on with, and I'm gonna go and enjoy my cup of tea, and I maybe watch an art vlog, because I mentioned in the last vlog. Oh, actually, it is trying to snow again. I mentioned in the last vlog that I'd been watching some art videos, and up until a couple of weeks ago, I wasn't watching that many, because like you can get into watching too many videos. I found a few people whose styles are different to mine, which is good, because then I'm not being too influenced by them, but maybe they are influencing me a tiny bit into my kind of style. And I found that I'm trying to be more interactive with smaller YouTube channels, because I did that when I set up my Minecraft channel about 4 years ago, and a lot of my YouTube viewing is watching small YouTubers, watching my friends in the community of Minecraft, watching their videos, commenting on them, and then that kind of gets out into a broader spectrum of people, I think. And I'm trying to start doing that with the art one, because I really need to be concentrating more on the art one than the Minecraft one, even though I've got more subs on the Minecraft. But it has been fairly static for the last 6 months, because I've not been as active as I should be promoting it, etc. So yeah, I've found a few channels. I don't know if we want to do a vlog on, or a video on, recommending some channels and things. If you've got any artists that you watch that you like their vlogs and their kind of art styles and things, then let me know in the comments below. I will say that if I comment on your videos, I'm being genuine, because I don't do there's a whole thing in YouTube, like sub for sub and commenting just so that somebody will watch your channel. If I comment on somebody's video, it means that I'm genuinely interested, or I've got something out of it, or I'm trying to support them, not please will you watch my video. I think that building a community of friends is more important than making people watch your content, if you know what I mean. I really should plan these things, because yeah, I should have sat down and thought, right, I want to talk about this, but it just popped into my head like 2 minutes ago. But maybe that's why you watch me, because I'm like off the cuff. The other thing I didn't want to sit here and chatter, because last week's vlog I thought was going to be really short, but it ended up being 15 minutes of me talking. I did want to address something that my mum brought up from the one where I was talking about my grandma's sister. So when she would be my great aunt, Caridwen, who was actually called Sarah. Her first name was Sarah and she was Caridwen. She was Auntie Carrie. Anyway, my mum corrected me in that the 6 girls made it to adulthood and only 1 boy. So my great grandma had 10 children, 7 of which lived to adulthood. I mean, my grandma was born in 1904, so, and they were on a Welsh farm, so it was the days when you lost children. So yeah, I wanted to rectify my mistake. Sorry, Mum. Hello, it's no, it's not Wednesday, it's Tuesday. That's where my head is at the minute. It's Tuesday. And I'm just in one of those, I don't want to do any work days today. Tuesdays aren't helped by the fact that I usually clean the bathrooms first thing. So I find that kind of, if I don't get in the studio straight away and do work and stuff, then I don't feel like doing any work. And yesterday I was out with friends for a cup of tea, so I didn't really do much yesterday. I did put the Christmas cards onto my website and on the Facebook shop, but that was about it. So I think that I'm still kind of catching up with stuff around the house from last week when I wasn't very well, so I've still got half a load of ironing to do. I know this is very boring, it's not arty, but it is part of life, isn't it? Part of running a business and part of life. So I think I'm going to go and finish the ironing, watch a film while I'm ironing, and then see where I'm at, what time it is, what I want to do, and maybe I won't do any work today. After all, I will be working on Saturday because the art class is on Saturday, so maybe just a couple of days off. Anyway, I'll catch up with you later. Morning. It is Thursday and you just saw me finishing off November's garden art journal page. Oops. November went like that in a flash. The last bit I did was stick the November bit on the watercolour, but it was a little bit wet, so I've redone it and I'm going to stick it on when it's dry. So that was just to give you the idea of what it was going to look like. I started today doing art, which is possibly something I need to get into doing, because I found it really hard this week to get back into work after not having been very well last week and kind of doing not a lot. I think maybe if I push myself to do a little bit of art, even if it's just gessoing a couple of pages in the journal, then that should hopefully put me in good stead for the day ahead. Been feeling a bit deflated because footfall at the Mucky Duck's not been that good this month, and I've only just covered my rent and we will be paid around the 11th, so still got a week, but it should be really busy in December. But I think because it's quite rural, people aren't coming out there, they're going into town or they're going to the metro centre. Maybe that's it, I don't know. It's snowed a bit today and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's going to be fine at the weekend, because I really need to go up to the Emporium at Prudder and do that art class that I postponed from last week, so fingers crossed. I'll probably video a little bit of what I'm going to do next today. I need to make my Christmas cards that I send out as well. I tend to do I think there are about 14 like special handmade ones, like that I actually paint or draw or craft together or whatever. I've got these shapes that my friend gave me for Christmas a couple of years ago that I've never done anything with, and I keep forgetting, and I found them the other day and I thought I must do something with those, so I might make special cards with those. And then I tend to make the rest of my cards just from like recycled Christmas cards, so I literally will cut out the picture on a Christmas card or part of the picture on a Christmas card, stick it on some paper and stick it on a card. So it's handmade, but it's not actually specifically drawn by me. I should probably get that done today. I'm doing this outro just after the clip that I was talking in before, so I have no idea what the previous clips have been of me doing. But yeah, time saving, so I don't have to do it again. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I had the idea that I might try and set up like a virtual, maybe not a virtual art class, but a virtual kind of let's do art type thing. I haven't done it yet because I don't know how to approach it. I don't know if people would be interested. I know Linda, probably you would be interested, so that'll be interesting with time zones. I want to make it a paid thing, obviously, because I need to make money and it is my time, but I kind of want to make it, I want to make it a community thing as well. I don't know whether to include it in the coffee memberships for the people that want to do it, but then that kind of means that I have to make a commitment to do it. So maybe I'll do like a trial one if anyone's interested. If anyone's got any ideas on how I can do it. I know Tara Kate, that you watch, and I've watched your vlog the other week when you said about your open studio, and I was going to message you actually and ask you, oh, what did you do? How did that work? Etc, etc. And that's kind of put the seed back in my head, because I think it was last year, no, either earlier this year or last year, I did actually do a little tutorial for somebody on Teams, and that kind of put the seed in my head of, oh yeah, actually I could do this online. I've got a couple of online video tutorials that people can buy, but A, I never promote them, and B, nobody's ever taken it up. Maybe live, because obviously live art classes are better than just watching a video. So if we can do it virtually live, and I know that my subs thankfully are kind of gaining a bit of momentum, and I'm now trying to attract other artists that might, I suppose we all learn from each other, that might benefit from kind of painting with other artists and having and chatting and stuff, because I think that it's sometimes quite lonely. Well, it is quite lonely being self-employed and working from home, unless you're going out doing classes, going to networking things, which I used to do, but all the ones that I liked, because I'm not very good at stuff like that, all the ones that I liked stopped, and then obviously pandemic. It's a thought. If anybody's got any ideas or suggestions, please put them in the comments below. I shall stop waffling. I remind you of the coffee memberships. So there's a link for that down below as well. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing, and I shall see you in the next one.